Alright guys, what's up? It's Matt here from Matt2169 YT, bringing you another video today. And so sorry this video took so long to come out, as I was just waiting for most things to settle down, except for that Kyrie situation, which I'll talk about later in the video. But these are my thoughts on the offseason, on the NBA offseason. So starting out, I'll start out with the Clippers, because they were definitely disappointing. Instead of getting better, which most teams would hopefully do, except for maybe the Knicks and Phil Jackson when he was there, but he's not there anymore. But instead of them getting better, they actually went downhill. They traded CP3 away. I don't care who you trade him for. If he's not an all-star tier player or he cannot develop into an all-star, or if he does not look like an all-star tier player, he does not deserve to be traded for CP3. I don't care how many players. Now, I got nothing against Patrick Beverly, Lou Williams, and all the other players. They are players that I would probably want on my team too. They make solid bench players. But when CP3 signed his 1-year extension, or was it a 2-year extension? I know he's there for 2 years, but I don't remember. He signed for 2 more years, and then you're gonna trade him away? What are you doing? Now they signed Blake Griffin to a giant contract. Well, I mean, Blake Griffin, he deserves a giant contract, but he just needs to stay healthy. But I think the Clippers definitely were disappointing this offseason. And on to my next topic, it's the Celtics, and I just have to bring this up because I know people will ask about this. So Gordon Hayward was pretty much expected, in my opinion. Everybody knew that he was going to the Celtics. Once after the draft, it was pretty much confirmed, even though nobody really said anything about it. But I think they will have salary cap problems in the future if they would have had salary cap problems if they were to sign people like Jimmy Butler and then sign Gordon Hayward. But everything worked out in the end. And so on to my next topic. Teams like the Sixers, Hornets, Warriors, and Nuggets have secretly been getting better. They haven't necessarily made all of the biggest moves, but they made some of the right moves. Take the Sixers, for instance. Their starting lineup will probably look like this: Markelle Fultz at point, JJ Redick at shooting guard, Amir Johnson at small forward, Ben Simmons at power forward, and Joel Embiid at center. That looks like quite the team, if you ask me, even though most of them haven't played, two of them haven't really even played their first game in the NBA. This team looks promising. And promising in NBA nowadays is very good. And so, moving on to my next topic again, CP3 to Houston was the right move for the Rockets. It was really good on the Rockets side. I think they made out with the better deal. So yeah, people may say that they might have problems sharing the ball, but guess what? If you've even been on their Facebook page this offseason, you would have seen the chemistry that they've been building. I know they've been going to concerts and everything, and I don't even stalk them or anything. I'm not like that, but I just saw it once, and I saw that they were just chilling at a concert. So they are definitely going to be deadly this next season. So you gotta watch out for them. And let's say worst case scenario, they can't share the ball that well. We'll keep one of them on the bench and put one of them to play and just swap them out. And so that way, worst case scenario, one of their star players don't get tired and choke in the second round of the playoffs. Harden. Whew. Yeah. So now onto the team that pulled off one of the craziest trades, if not the craziest this offseason. The Thunder have gotten exponentially better. The reason that Westbrook was MVP this past season was because he wanted to go to the playoffs so badly that he did whatever it took. But now that they have Paul George in the picture, they're looking pretty competitive. Now, yeah, the West is stacked, but we're talking about two experienced All-Stars. One of them just coming off their MVP season, and another challenging LeBron in the first round. I feel like everybody forgot that, but Paul George made an amazing playoff statement, in my opinion. But yeah, so talking about LeBron and the Cavs, we'll move on to them. And the Cavs are a mess. They started off their offseason wondering if LeBron would even stay in the great state of Ohio. But now they're wondering whether or not they'll make it to the playoffs in 2 years. I mean, if I were Kyrie, I would probably do the same thing he's doing right now. So Kyrie is a born leader, and he deserves to lead a team. He has never really been in that position now that he's in his prime. But I think if we put him in that position, he'll just keep on getting better because, sometimes Kyrie is a little bit inconsistent. But put him in that leader position constantly, and I think he'll develop very well. And so it's basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Set that he's leaving because they just signed Derrick Rose. Now, yeah, they could keep him as a bench player and he'd be alright. But I think he deserves to be a starter after all he's been through. The least they could do for him. So let him be a starter because he could put up those numbers and he could work well off of the quick shots. So I think Kyrie should go to the Timberwolves or the Spurs just because of what he's surrounded by and the fact that position he's in, he'll be in if he gets to those teams. And so they say to save the best for last, and that's what I did. So the last team I'm going to talk about are the Timberwolves, of course. So their team got stacked this offseason. They signed Jamal Crawford and Jeff Teague. Jamal Crawford being the best sixth man in history, in my opinion. Jeff Teague being okay, good enough. They got rid of Ricky Rubio, who I actually think would have done pretty well, considering he has 3 stars now to pass to. A lot, but they traded him away. His huge contract, bye-bye. And they picked up Jimmy Butler for a crazy, insanely cheap price. Well, not price, but value. So the Timberwolves are looking very nice. I think within this year or the next year, I think they're going to be making it by the 4th seed into the 2nd round or 3rd round of the playoffs. Don't quote me on it, but I definitely do think they're going to get very far in the playoffs pretty soon. And so that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more like this, I will hopefully be posting my predictions on the playoff contenders next season in a little bit. So if you guys want to see that, drop a like, hit this subscribe button, and just if you're feeling extra special, and just drop a comment letting me know what you thought about this video. And yeah, that's it for now, guys. Peace.